Well, the emotions were very high for me, so I felt exhilaration to be on stage. And yeah, I'm hoping to play more here. We'll see, of course. But you know, it's a deep sigh of relief for me having played that first round. Yeah. The playel. Well, of course, the playel is the instrument most associated with Chopin, of course, and he called it the non plus ultra of pianos. And I think Chopin's score is filled with markings which, for me, make the most sense on the playel. So I knew it had to be the playel for the Chopin ballade. Of course, I also chose to play the Bach on the playel, which is a more unconventional choice. But I thought anyways, you know, we're not using harpsichords, we're using pianos. So I thought it would be a creative idea to play Bach as though it were Chopin playing Bach, you know, filled with the color and the touch that Chopin, I imagine, would have brought as he played Bach, as we know that he loved to. Yeah, well, this is such a special opportunity for me. And whenever I choose to do a competition, I choose to do it asking myself, what do I get from the preparation, even if I don't get a prize, right? And I knew in this case, I would receive an incredible gift in terms of being able to prepare Chopin's music on his instruments. Because what I've learned from it as an artist, and about Chopin in particular, I know I'll take with me for the rest of my artistic career.
Yeah, hello, my name is Chaojun Yang. Good, nice surprise. I wish I had, yeah, it's fun. It's a fun journey to play on the piano that I always wanted to play on, the historical, the period piano of Chopin's time. I was a bit surprised with the Viennese piano that I choose, but you know, it happens. So the Mozart comes out a bit surprisingly, but still I enjoy the experience. Because I always have a very special sort of spiritual connection with Chopin as a pianist, and I visited Poland when I was very young, and I actually performed on Chopin's piano at his birthplace. And so yeah, there's something spiritual and sacred about Chopin. And also with the historical piano, I love listening to the recordings of the period piano. I have some collections actually was made by the Institute of Chopin that they published. The recording that they published, the real Chopin collection, I have that, and yeah, it's just a dream come true, so I would definitely participate. Well, to be honest, I didn't have time. I wasn't quite sure. I didn't know I have to choose a Viennese piano, and there was people working on the stage a little bit, and so I didn't really have time. I probably would choose other piano, but it is what it is. That's why I said it was a nice surprise. But
Najtrudniej było zacząć ten etap tak naprawdę, ponieważ zaczynałem na playelu i później grałem Mozarta na buchorcu, więc to było takie wyzwanie dosyć duże dla mnie, ale emocje schodziły w trakcie grania, więc myślę, że teraz to już w ogóle zeszło. Jak byłem na wyborze instrumentów, to podobały mi się wszystkie instrumenty, więc ciężko było wybrać, ja bym powiedział, tylko 3. Chciałem pokazać różnorodność przede wszystkim i po prostu mi się wygodnie grało na tych instrumentach w czasie próby i dźwięk mnie przyciągnął. Oczywiście player mnie przyciągnął tym właśnie gatunkiem dźwięku w balladzie po prostu i mogłem swobodnie kreować tą muzykę w balladzie. Tak samo zresztą jak w Bachu, natomiast ballada jest szczególnie ważna na player. Przede wszystkim lubię te instrumenty, a jak się dowiedziałem, że już jest druga edycja, no to stwierdziłem, czemu nie? I to jest główny powód tak naprawdę. Już po prostu grałem kilka koncertów już kilka lat temu, więc stwierdziłem, że czemu by nie wystartować, bo jak znam niektóre te instrumenty, no to może będzie to po prostu naturalne, że w tym konkursie wystartuję. I właśnie chciałem jeszcze powiedzieć odnośnie tego dlaczego. Właśnie w tym Cope Collection, co w Londynie grałem, to no jest to przepiękne miejsce przede wszystkim jest to takie przeniesienie się do innego świata, prawda? Więc to też jest powód, że bardzo ten świat mnie przyciągnął.
I feel really good after my performance. I think it's really important to express the heart of the music, especially Chopin. And of course, in this round, there was also Bach and Mozart, two other composers, and Krupinski, whom I just really, really love. And so I feel like I was able to really enter a really nice Chopin world and just kind of enclose myself in, you know, all the 3 pianos on stage. I mean, it's pretty rare you get to play on 3 different pianos on the same recital. So for me, that was very special. So I decided to participate in this competition because I absolutely love historical pianos. I have actually been playing them for a long time in America, and it's just become my niche. It's become something I'm super passionate about, and I want to continue it for my whole life. I really feel like there's something really special about playing on these historical instruments that Chopin might have even touched himself back then. And yeah, I just think it's something more people should listen to, because, you know, the modern piano is different. It's not better or worse, it's just different. And sometimes it's just the end product is something completely different, like iPhone and Galaxy or something. It's like totally different, and people don't realize, and people are very curious, I think, even over there, about the differences between period instrument and modern piano. And for me, I want to be somebody who can show people that I love both and that I can do both my whole life. So the 3 pianos I chose were the Graf, the Erard, and the Pleyel. I chose them because I wanted to find the pianos that helped me express the music the best, and I'm lucky that I get to train on all of those instruments over in the US, and so I already had a pretty good idea of what I might pick, and I'm very well versed, I guess, in, like, I've played various Pleyels, various Erards, various Grafs and Graf copies, so I felt like I sort of knew already what could work, but of course you have to come here and try it out because it could be very different. But I think I made good choices, and I was able to express the music. I really, at the end, I clapped because I think the applause should be for the pianos and not for the person. I think the pianos are ultimately what allowed me to convey the music and the emotions, and they're the ones that deserve applause.
My name is Yonghuan Zhong, and I'm from China. I feel very good, and I feel very focused when I'm playing, together with the piano and the hall, the acoustic and the audience. Yes, and I feel very enjoyed after the performance. Well, when I was trying the pianos, I really enjoyed all of these 3 pianos. So, and the colors of these 3 pianos, and so I really want to take these 3 of them because it's maximum to take 3. So I don't want to lose any. It's very, yes, I enjoy the colors of the pianos very much. Well, because I feel much closer connection with piano rather than playing in historical pianos, and also in playing on historical pianos I can find at least how the composer was writing, and I could understand maybe closer to Chopin, and to have closer connections with him, to understand him better in generally, yes.
Well, I decided to focus on period instruments some years ago, exactly on 2018. So when I first started to discovering historical pianos, I saw the first competition and said, wow, I want to arrive there. And then even before, when I was a child, this place has so much history, and it's so amazing. That was somewhere where I wanted to arrive in my life and have the chance to perform here. So. And now let's see. Everything now is fine because I did my best, so it's okay. The Pleyel has Pleyel in general, because I was already sure to play on a Pleyel and not on a Rard, that is the other romantic piano, because has for me more interesting variety of sound. And the instrument that I chose is, I think, the best piano I played ever. So it was so satisfying to play on that. So it was fantastic. And the two Viennese instruments, I chose them because, we had to play Mozart. And so the Graf for Mozart, even if it's not the instrument that Mozart knew, because it's not end of 18th century, but 20s of the 19th century. So it's later, but has the same mechanic. It's a Viennese instrument, the same aesthetic. And so was very good for this combination. And the Buchholz, because I thought that we could choose 3 instruments, and I want to do also this challenge and play on 3 instruments, and the sound is quite different from the Graf.